Welcome to Astronomy Daily, your go-to podcast for the latest and most exciting developments in space and astronomy. I'm your host, Anna, and I'm thrilled to bring you another episode packed with fascinating stories from the cosmos. Today, we've got a stellar lineup of topics that span from Earth to the far reaches of our galaxy. We'll start with an update on Europe's Ariane 6 rocket and its journey to become a key player in the competitive launch market. Then, we'll explore a groundbreaking discovery made by the James Webb Space Telescope, a black hole that's actually starving its host galaxy. We'll also discuss the potential for U.S. companies to use Australian spaceports, a development that could reshape the future of space launches. Next, we'll delve into new revelations about Mars, uncovered through innovative gravity mapping techniques. And finally, we'll round up the exciting rocket launches scheduled for the coming week. So strap in and prepare for liftoff as we journey through the universe's latest mysteries and marvels. In our first story today, we're focusing on the recent developments with Europe's newest rocket, the Ariane 6. As many of you may recall, the Ariane 6 made its inaugural launch on July 9th this year. While the mission successfully carried out a series of important trials, it wasn't without its hiccups. The launch ended with the upper stage coasting in orbit, unable to complete its final planned maneuver. This resulted in the rocket failing to deploy its last batch of payloads. Arianespace, the company behind Ariane 6, has now traced this issue to what they're calling an easily fixable software fault. Despite this setback, Arianespace remains optimistic. They've reaffirmed their commitment to stage a second Ariane 6 mission before the end of this year. This quick turnaround demonstrates their confidence in resolving the software glitch and their determination to establish Ariane 6 as a reliable launch vehicle. It's worth noting the significance of Ariane 6 in the current space launch market. Developed at an estimated cost of 4 billion euros, this rocket represents Europe's answer to the increasing competition in the launch sector, particularly from companies like SpaceX. As the demand for satellite launches continues to grow, Ariane 6 is poised to play a crucial role in maintaining Europe's independent access to space and its competitiveness in the global launch market. Next up, the James Webb Space Telescope has made a groundbreaking discovery that's shedding new light on the power of supermassive black holes. Scientists have identified a black hole that's actually starving its host galaxy of the fuel needed to form new stars. The galaxy in question, nicknamed Pablo's Galaxy, is located a staggering 12 billion light years away. This means we're seeing it as it was when the universe was only about 2 billion years old, just 15% of its current age. Despite its youth, Pablo's Galaxy is already massive, weighing in at about 200 billion times the mass of our sun. What's particularly interesting is that this galaxy is in what scientists call a quenched state. It's not forming many new stars, which is unusual for such an early galaxy. The culprit, its central supermassive black hole. Webb's data shows that Pablo's Galaxy is expelling large amounts of gas at incredible speeds, about 1,000 kilometers per second. This is fast enough for the gas to escape the galaxy's gravitational pull entirely. By ejecting this cold, dense gas, the black hole is effectively cutting off the galaxy's source of food for star formation. This discovery confirms what astrophysicists have long theorized, that black holes can have a massive impact on their host galaxies, potentially stopping star formation altogether. It's a crucial piece of evidence in our understanding of how galaxies evolve over cosmic time. Now let's turn our attention to an exciting development in the space industry: the potential for U.S. companies to use Australian spaceports for launches and payload returns. This opportunity has been made possible by the recent ratification of the U.S.-Australia Technology Safeguards Agreement, or TSA. The TSA establishes a clear legal framework for U.S. entities seeking to launch or return space assets in Australia, streamlining regulatory processes while safeguarding sensitive technology. This agreement opens up new possibilities for collaboration between the two nations in the space sector. Australia offers several unique advantages as a launch and return location. Its vast, uninhabited landscapes and less congested air and sea traffic provide a wide range of trajectories for launch, re-entry, and landing. The continent's geography also allows access to various orbital regimes, including polar, sun-synchronous, equatorial, and mid-inclination orbits. The strategic benefits of this collaboration extend beyond just launch capabilities. As close allies, the U.S. and Australia already cooperate in defense and intelligence through partnerships like the Five Eyes Alliance and AUKUS. Expanding this cooperation to include space launch could further strengthen their strategic capabilities. For U.S. companies, Australian spaceports could offer greater agility through diversified infrastructure, reduced congestion at existing facilities, and closer proximity to regional demand hubs for launch customers. This could be particularly advantageous for payloads originating in the Asia-Pacific region. While there are still challenges to overcome, including infrastructure development and regulatory compliance, the potential for U.S.-Australia collaboration in space launch operations represents an exciting frontier in the global space industry. Moving on now to some news from Mars. Recent studies using gravity data have unveiled fascinating hidden structures beneath the surface of Mars. Scientists have discovered dense, large-scale features buried under the sediment layers of what was once an ancient Martian ocean. These findings are shedding new light on the red planet's geological history and volcanic activity. By analyzing variations in Mars' gravity field, researchers have identified approximately 20 mysterious structures of varying sizes in the northern polar plains. One of these features even resembles the shape of a dog. Intriguingly, these dense structures, which are about 300 to 400 kilograms per cubic meter denser than their surroundings, show no trace at the surface. They could be volcanic in origin or possibly compacted material from ancient impacts. The study also revealed new insights into the massive Tharsis volcanic region, home to Olympus Mons, the largest known volcano in our solar system. A light mass about 1,750 kilometers across and 1,100 kilometers deep appears to be giving the entire Tharsis region an upward boost. This could be evidence of a huge plume of lava deep within the Martian interior, suggesting that Mars might still have active internal movements. To further explore these hidden Martian structures, scientists are proposing the Martian Quantum Gravity, or MAQUIS, mission. This future endeavor aims to map Mars's gravity field in unprecedented detail, helping us better understand the planet's subsurface features, ongoing mantle convection, and dynamic surface processes. Now let's take a look at the exciting lineup of rocket launches scheduled for this week. SpaceX is gearing up for 2 Falcon 9 missions that are sure to capture our attention. First up, we have a launch from Cape Canaveral carrying a pair of Galileo Global Positioning satellites. This mission, originally planned for Soyuz and then Ariane 6, will help expand Europe's own high-precision positioning system. The launch was set for Monday evening, with the Falcon 9 booster expected to land on a drone ship in the Atlantic. Later in the week, SpaceX will launch another batch of Starlink satellites from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. This mission is particularly noteworthy as it's expected to push the number of operational Starlink satellites past the 6,000 mark, a significant milestone for the growing constellation. But SpaceX isn't the only one lighting up the skies this week. Rocket Lab is preparing for an Electron launch from New Zealand, carrying the second batch of nanosatellites for Kinéis, a global connectivity provider. This mission, playfully named Kinéis Killed the Radio T Star, will help build out a planned constellation of 25 satellites for Internet of Things applications. With these launches on the horizon, it's shaping up to be another thrilling week in spaceflight. Each mission brings us one step closer to a more connected and technologically advanced future. And that wraps up our cosmic journey for today, fellow stargazers. We've covered a lot of ground, from the upcoming Ariane 6 launch to the James Webb Space Telescope's fascinating black hole discovery. We explored the potential of Australian spaceports, delved into the hidden structures beneath the Martian surface, and looked ahead to this week's exciting rocket launches. Remember, for all the latest updates in space and astronomy, head over to our website at astronomydaily.io. There, you can sign up for our free daily newsletter and catch up on all the breaking news with our constantly updating newsfeed. You can also listen to all our previous episodes. Don't forget to follow us on social media. Search for Astro Daily Pod on Facebook, X, YouTube, and TikTok to stay connected with our celestial community. And today's listener shout out goes to Eric G., who's a listener and commenter on Spotify. Thank you, Eric. Your kind words are much appreciated. This is Anna signing off. Keep looking up, and I'll see you next time on Astronomy Daily.